beautiful people. This is your girl, Teniola Durasimieti, your one and only art babe. What's up, guys? So I have here today a wonderful person, an handsome, that person that's when he's coming inside that event, you're already thinking that, kilo fe wo leni, kilo fe shele leni. Yeah, that's that person. So he's here today. And thank you so much for honoring me. Thank you for coming. And his name is Babashola Olushoga. I know a lot of you guys don't know who he is because I didn't make mention of the name that you really, really know. And that name is what? King of Events. You think say easy. If easy, make yourself run now. You think it's easy for them to name a whole person King of Event. So that tells you how important he is to be at your event. So, and he's here with me today. And I'm going to ask him some questions and let you guys enjoy the view. Thank you. Come on with us. How you doing today, sir?
I'm okay. I'm good.
What's your name? Because I called it the way an indigenous Yoruba person would call it, yeah?
Yeah.
So what's your name for viewers?
My name is Babashola Olushoga.
And what do you do?
I'm an event planner and I'm a decorator.
And everybody know you as?
King of Events.
Exactly.
King of Events by Ashwebi Planner.
It's plenty. So, how did you get into this life? You know, it's not easy for you to actually grow to this level because for you to get into this, you might probably have been dreaming it since when you were younger, or it's something that you've been looking towards to do in the future. But how did you dive into this life?
Okay, so as a child, I've always known that I wasn't going to work for anyone.
Okay.
I was going to do my own thing. So, when you started business since when you finished secondary school.
Okay.
So, but then I was selling clothes. So I traveled a lot. I was buying clothes from America. And then, so I was selling clothes, perfumes. So a lot of people that know me today know me as Bashola Perfume. Then I'm talking 2003, 2004,
wow,
2005. Yeah. So I'm that person that while most people wait for jam before they enter school, I was doing business. I was making money. So even when I entered university, I'm that student that you come to my room and you have like 6 suitcases of clothes, shoes, bags that I'm selling. So I was doing business already. So I'm in university 100 level and I was already a millionaire.
Oh wow.
You understand? So I was already, doing business. So I'm that person that when you go to university just to fulfill all righteousness. So, when before
you just wanted to do it just to have the certificate, basically, but
yes.
You know your line, you know where you're going into.
Do you understand? Yes. So, immediately I finished school, I just opened a store in Surulere. So, I had a store, like a smaller store, before I finished uni. So that I can concentrate in school. So, you want anything, just go to the store. So, that one was in Randall Avenue in Surulere, number 32. Randall Avenue in Surulere. So I had that store, and then immediately I finished school, and I opened the bigger store. So that's when you open like a whole house, and then it was clothes, shoes, bags, perfumes. So at that point, I'm that person that goes to America like every month.
Because you needed to keep bringing more things and selling because market was really booming.
Yes, market was really booming. And then I was that person that I didn't really used to do cargo. I do excess luggage.
Yeah, so that way you just get your things, you go and then you bring all your stuff in.
So most times when I land Moritala Airport, I'm coming with 14 boxes. I'm coming with 15 boxes. Do you understand? And then, it was back in the days, so it was a lot easier. I'm talking 2004, 2007.
Those times, everything was a lot easier.
Yes, it was a lot easier. So you're entitled to 2 bags and then just pay for the
rest.
Yeah, so, and then pay for the rest and then the tickets. So,
like, how much do you pay for extra luggages then?
Then I think it was about £90. It was £90 if it's from London, and then if it's from America, I think it was $120.
Now it's $200.
Yes, so it was $120 there. So immediately I finished school, I was doing that, and then so I had the store. The business was good, so I wasn't even thinking events that time. But getting into the business, I just saw that each time I'm at any of my friends' party or anybody's party, I'm just not comfortable. Like, I just feel like, oh, they didn't do this thing well. Oh, why would this napkin be like this? Oh, why would So I end up not sitting down when I'm at my friends' events. Like, I'm trying to make sure that everybody gets food, everybody's okay. You understand? So I won't just sit. Do you understand? And then I'm seeing all the faults at the events. Maybe the baker didn't do the cake well. That, oh, what kind of cake is this? Like, why would she do it like this? In my mind, even if I don't say it out, do you understand?
But you already know the problems and all the defaults that was there.
You
already.
understand? Yeah. So I get into an event center, and then sometimes the band is in the wrong angle. Do you understand? So
I have noticed that one too.
So you're like, oh, why is the bride and groom here? Why is the band in this? Do you understand? So things like that. So I think my brother now got married around that time, and then I got really involved, like, into it. So it was after my brother's wedding. That's when I now sat down and be like, okay, you know what? I think I have a flair for this. Do you understand? So that was when I now started, getting into the event space. And then at that point, I was already getting tired of my former, like, for the clothing business, traveling every month. You understand? I was getting tired. So I think at that point I was getting tired. I think the mistake I made then, but I won't also call it a mistake, because the mistake I made then was not to travel to China to make my own brand.
Instead of you going to the US and keep getting other people's brands.
Do you understand? So yes.
Because obviously you'd have had your own name, brand, and everything by now.
Yes.
The same quality, even better quality actually.
Yes. So if I had done that, I might not be in this event space. So I'll probably just be
That's
big
going to
with
be
my
time
brand.
consuming. You're trying to advertise your own brand.
Yes,
still.
so I'll just be big with my own brand. So I think that was a mistake I made then. But because at that point I was tired, like going to the US every month, do you understand? Going to London, going to Dubai, you understand? And then, you just keep, it's like a circle. You buy, when you're back, you sell, and the business was really good for me then. I won't lie. When you come back from America on a Monday with 16 boxes, and in 2 weeks, you have 2 boxes left. 14 boxes is gone. So it was really good. And then it was a thing of people were actually waiting for me to be back. Do you understand? So even before I traveled, began, I want this stuff, I want this one, I want that one. So I have a lot of orders. And
so you already have all the old list and everything. So by the time you just come, everything is just out.
So when I entered into the events industry, so I didn't start as an event planner. I started as an Asoebi planner. So
what's the difference?
Okay, so Asoebi planner is like I would say I'm the first Asoebi planner. So I brought the idea.
Because that's not something that is very, very common.
Yes,
I've not even really heard that.
Yes, it's not common. So then I wanted to do like making sure, taking all the headache of Asoebi off you. So when you're having a party, I would plan the whole stress that has to do with Asoebi planning. So it means that, picking the Asoebi, helping you share it to your guests.
So you just send a picture of what it looks like to the person, or you take it to the person?
Take it to the person.
To see which ones they want.
Which ones they want, yeah. So help them book, help them make the order, do the packaging, the box, and the souvenir that goes with the Asoebi. Also help them share to their family and friends, and making sure that nobody gets the Asoebi for free. So... And then also,
that makes a lot of sense, because the money is going to be complete.
Yes, so nobody gets your Asoebi for free. And then also making sure that the design of the Asoebi is not common, it's not in the market, holding it down, making sure that, okay, this design won't come out until after your party, stuff like that. So I did that.
That makes sense.
So I did that for about 3 years.
Do you still do it?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't do that no more. But you know, sometimes I do it now, but it's not like a major for me at the moment.
So basically, maybe if you're like also like the event planner,
Yes,
so you do the
yes.
Ashwebi with it and
Yes,
everything, so that way you
yes.
get all your stuff.
Yes.
So do they pay you separately? Like, do you have your own charges, or is already included in everything you're doing for the Ashwebi?
And so, okay, so what I've learned about Nigerians is that Nigerians do not want to pay. The Nigerians don't like to pay for what they feel they can do by themselves. Do you understand? So when I came out and said, okay, I'm an Ashwebi planner, a lot of people can do it by themselves. So everything I said about the Ashwebi is what they can do by themselves. So they don't see any reason why they want to pay you. And they have time to do it by themselves. Because if your wedding is in December, if you start doing your Ashwebi in June, if you want to go to Dubai, you can go. If you want to go to Swiss, you can go. If you want to go to anywhere to get, even if you want to go to Balogun markets, you can go. And then you can share it and then make sure that you're strict to collect your money. So it's a service that you don't really need me.
I see what you're
Do you
saying.
understand? Yeah. But when it comes to event planning, you need an event planner. Do you understand? It's what you cannot do by yourself. When it comes to wedding, your decor, your all decoration, there's no how you'll be stingy. You need a decorator. So even if you're not
Obviously.
using me as your decorator, you're using another
You need
person.
someone else.
You need somebody else. So I think what I've learned, you know, is Nigerians only want to pay for what they cannot do by themselves.
Which is why you switched and then you start doing the event planning
Yes, so the event planning thing is now like, you know, very major for me, and decoration. So sometimes I'm planning your events and I'm doing the decoration. And then sometimes some people would say, okay, I have my event planner, just do my decor and I'll work with the event planner. And then sometimes I'm just doing the planning and then I'll get another decorator. So for me, the event planning and decoration business is two different.
So did you learn the decoration thing, or you just...
Yes, I went like few trainings abroad, but not here.
Oh, I see.
But I didn't- so
So that
there's
way you
no-
have a clear knowledge of what you're bringing to the table instead
Yes.
of you doing the
Yes.
regular
Yes,
things
yes.
that we're used to.
Yes, but there's no decorator that will say, "Oh, the king of events learned from me," like in Nigeria, like a local decorator. No, so I just
That,
you know,
it makes a lot of sense,
Yes.
because that means you've really put in a lot of work to yourself,
Yes.
and you've poured so much into the business. But your old business, you never did anything about your old business anymore. You don't have a fashion brand. You don't do anything anymore when it comes to clothing
you know, I don't.
and stuff. Oh,
don't.
that's really nice. So what about people who are really trying to dive into what you do now?
Okay.
What is the best thing you think, or what's the best route you think they can go about it?
They try to learn and then they develop themselves. Because for me, when I started, I was always on YouTube. I was, you know, so I learned a lot from the internet. You know, it really helped. Like learning a lot from YouTube and watching the videos and then taking out time to, you know, to learn. Do you understand? So the major advice I'm going to give anybody coming up is don't ever think that you know everything. Do you understand? So correct yourself and then, you know, learn, you know, correct yourself and then have that thing in you that wants to make you
Be open to learning.
to learning. Yes. So even till now, I'll tell you for free that when I do like an event decor, after the event and I look at the pictures and the video, I always bring out a mistake.
Because you know what to
understand?
do better next time.
So everybody that's seen the decor or that saw the picture
You're like,
will be like,
oh,
oh,
it's so
this is.
pretty.
You get it? Everybody saying it's pretty, it's nice. Oh my God, I love it. Even the bride is gushing about it and all that. But me, I'm telling myself that flower shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Do you understand? That light, I would have put more lights somewhere. Do you understand? So nobody's telling me, nobody's blaming me. I'm blaming myself inside
Obviously,
of me.
and that's the best thing, because you are the one correcting yourself.
Yes.
You did it. There's a success, but at the same time, you still try to look for things to fix
Do you
and to do
understand?
better and to perfect your craft in the future.
Do you understand?
Yeah,
So I'm always honest. Do you understand? I'm always
Yeah.
honest with. So I think people should be honest with themselves.
Yeah, a
you
lot of people
understand?
lie to themselves and be like, "Go to okay,
Do you understand?
there's no need to fix anything."
You understand? So even me planning events, I think when I like someone that makes cocktails now, and you bring a cocktail to the table and I taste it, if it's nice,
I'll tell you, and if it's ugly,
you understand?
I'll tell you that you didn't try for this one.
You understand? You get so. I think I do it to myself, and then. But I've learned, you learn over the years that there is not everybody that wants to hear the truth. So nowadays, if it's not nice, just
That's
keep quiet.
exactly another
You just smile and be like,
And then
nice.
please tell me about all these jollof rice now that they are cooking at the party. The thunder that will help me to fire some people that are cooking all this jollof rice is doing press up. Because now, this is something that I've not even, I did a whole video. I was so pained that I did an actual video.
Okay.
That what happened. Then when we're going for like occasion, the main thing is, jollof rice, a party,
Yes.
because that's the difference between you having a party jollof rice and you having the jollof rice that your mom or someone will just cook at home. It's two different things.
Yeah.
So the reason why you want to go to the party is because of that jollof rice and that nice meat.
Yes.
But now, please tell me why. I felt like the jollof rice you even cook in your house is way better.
Yeah.
Than the jollof rice that you even eat at a party. Because you might not even be able to even eat the food at all. Because most of the times I don't. I'm telling you, 90% of the time I cannot eat the food. I can't. People don't know how to cook. Most of these caterers don't even know how to even parboil or ordinary intestine. They don't know the difference between you firstly boiling it first with salt and before you use it to actually now reboil it with the season. They don't know all those things.
Yeah. So that's still same thing I'm going back to. Is about you telling yourself the truth and about you, having people in your corner that
Telling
taste
you the
your food
truth.
and they can tell you the truth. They can tell you to your face and be like, okay, this rice is not nice. Because sometimes it pains me that most of the caterers in Nigeria, they don't cook the food by themselves.
They still hire people.
They hire people.
So why are you now a caterer? Why am I hiring you?
No, that's the norm. Like, I'm the caterer, but I'm not the one that will
certain
cook.
things in the olden days. Like before, that you hire a caterer, they will invite more people to help.
Yes.
But they will still be there to know that, okay, you put this, okay, let me taste this.
But nowadays, 2024, most big caterers do not even touch the spoon.
Which is weird.
Do you understand? So they own the business. Do you understand? So they are business owners. Do you understand? So, but they just supervise and be like, okay, you understand? But my point is that if you're using Mama Maggie to cook your jollof rice and Mama Maggie is messing up, tell yourself and know that Mama Maggie is messing up. And then either tell Mama Maggie to go and say
Someone
else. Do you understand? But if you're not telling yourself the truth, do you understand? And then anybody that complains, you become the person's enemy.
And then you start looking at the person weird, complain about my food.
You understand? So that means you're not working on yourself. So you always have to sit down and say, okay, even some people, you would invite like 5 of your friends over that can tell you the truth and serve them the jollof rice, let them eat it. And then tell them that, you need them to be really honest with you. Do you understand? And accept the, correction.
Yeah.
And then work on it immediately. Because the same money that you are paying the Mama Maggie that is cooking is the same amount you're going to pay whoever you're bringing.
Yes, the person who cooks better than that person.
So you can even go as far as getting somebody from Togo, that can cook something really nice. Do you understand? But it is what it is, And
that's what you were doing before, though. You remember, like, when they would go and bring people from certain states or somewhere else and say, these people, they're especially from so place, but they can cook. So far you pay them and then you create accommodation for them. If you want to be using them like that, you could as well use them for as long as you want.
Of course.
They don't have a problem with
Because
working.
things like food, it's very easy to know whether it's working or it's not working. You understand? When you taste a good food, you know that, oh yes, this food is nice.
Yeah,
Understand?
and before you hire anybody, you could easily let the person cook like a handful or something, and then you taste the food. If you like it, you know this person can cater for a lot of people. If not, you know. But a lot of people don't do those things, and event food is out of it. Now I eat at home.
We have like a lot of
No, few. There's still some people
there's
that
still some,
when you get to the event, when
once you
they're
see
there,
the name of the person, you be like, oh no, this was
like who?
I don't want to mention names.
I know, but I know some people. Just like I can vouch for Owambe Spice,
Yeah.
and the reason why I can vouch for him is because I've made lots of people taste his turkey.
Yeah.
I've even taken his turkey to the US
Yeah.
and shared it to people, and then let me hear what they're going to say.
What they're gonna say, yeah.
And his turkey is there. So if it was not, I would have told him something. Even when I had the turkey, I was like, this is different. And when I eat every other person's turkey now, it's more or less like, because I've tasted his own, it's difficult for me not to find problems or faults in other people's stuff. Because now, and I felt like,
even though Owambe Spices is the way he handles his job, you would know that his job is going to be good, because he's always there,
always on ground.
He's always on ground. You would see that he has passion for what he does. So even if there is a mistake, if you tell him, he's someone that
immediately.
Do you understand? Yeah. So he's not someone that would take an offense.
You know how funny it is?
Yeah.
There was a time, I don't know if they're making pop-off or something, and then the pop-off has a problem. And and he said, whoever said, this type of pop-off is a problem. We are not going to eat it. You have to trash it.
Yeah.
I knew there was a problem, but on the norms, if it was someone else, they would have just gone ahead and still do it and said, well, only problem, no,
yeah.
And that's something that is very, very
So
weird.
when you work on yourself, it makes you get better. You understand? And when you accept your mistake, you up your game. So that's what a lot of Nigerians or a lot of people will say, I'm not getting jobs or whatever. When you're not ready to, you don't want correction, you don't want to get better, you don't want to tell yourself the truth. Do you understand? If something is not nice, it's not nice. There is no two way.
If it's ugly, it's ugly.
You understand?
If it's not good, it's not good.
You get, so work on, like lately you see a lot of vendors are stepping up on their detailing, like their cups, their wares and all that. So is you going back to the internet, going to shop and be like, oh, what's the design I can use again? What's this one? You understand? Yeah. So
that which is pretty good. You saw the rice and the pineapple thing, all those kind of designs and everything are just good.
Yes.
You see, like there's stylish way now of them putting amala on the thing. So all those little details really matters a lot, because I need to see and I need to smell what I can eat first before I even putting it in my mouth. It's not a bad thing. Okwemi was talking about the same thing. He said a lot of people ask him, why does he smell his food before eating? I said, I will not smell the food before eating. Before you get something else, I have to smell the food. I have to make sure that it's something that I can eat before putting it in my mouth or digesting that or something. So aside from the whole event thing that you do any other thing?
The whole event thing. Okay, so event planning, decoration, I think that's all I do. I don't do any other thing.
Sure, you not come and train me like this, because it feels like there's money in this thing. Should I come? Come and hire me. Maybe I should come and be your personal assistant.
I get that a lot. Most times when I go to events and then, all this waiters and all, everybody's like, oh, boss, come and hire me. I want to work with you.
You pay me now?
Even the ushers, those ones are, no.
You pay me.
Every usher wants to work with you.
At least if I can get 5 million in a month, we're good. Abi,
5 million is too small for you. We have to pay you in dollars.
That's what I'm saying now. See, don't even worry. Shebi, we are talking about
5 million is not much with this new exchange rates.
Don't see. Going to that dollar aspect, that one is too much. You might say something happened with the dollar.
No, it pays you to collect dollars.
No, don't worry.
So that as the dollar is going higher, your money will not reduce.
Yeah, right. At the time that you're going to pay me in dollars, you tell me to go.
Because it's better. Because I know someone that, you know, that borrowed somebody like maybe $10,000 2 years ago. So luckily for him, he specified and say, I want my money back in dollars. So if he had,
That's good.
yeah, so now the person is paying now, and the person is paying through his nose. Because 2 years ago, dollars was like maybe 2020, dollars was 500 naira. So
Oh wow, that makes a lot of sense, because
So-
that means if you
so-
borrow someone money, it's better when it's in dollars. That way you get the value
so the
for it.
$10,000 then was 5 million naira.
No,
Do you understand?
Yeah, that
And
makes
now
sense.
he wants to pay, so he has to go and change the dollars back at 15 million.
Ooh.
You understand? So the saving grace that person had was him specifying and saying, okay, I'm giving you dollars.
Because if
I
it was
want my money
naira,
back in dollars.
if it was naira, it would not
If it
have.
was
had-
naira that he borrowed him 2 years ago and said, okay, take 5 million naira for $10,000, and then today the person was just giving back the 5 million.
That makes it. That makes a lot of sense. That's really really cool.
That 5 million self cannot even buy $5,000.
Yes. No.
You
You
understand?
can't.
So-
You can't. I think
So
think
it's
it only
better
buys.
to just agree in dollars so
That
that
buys. I think that's like $2,500 right now for 5 million.
yes,
Shoot. Well, God will help us,
yeah,
and God will make our country better and get it to wherever we want it to be.
Yeah.
Our country is still a baby, and compared to the Western world.
Yes.
But I hope everything works well for us, and then we get to wherever we want to get to in life.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, it still doesn't matter. We'll continue to make our own money, inshallah.
yes.
Inshallah. So, let me ask you this. Yeah, let's dive into relationship aspects a little bit.
Okay.
Are you married?
Not officially married, so
Yeah, but you're married. You're engaged.
Yes.
Let's put it that way.
Yes.
And you have kids. Yeah.
yes.
So for someone like you, because I'm single.
Okay.
So don't marry people like you. Single people like us. We are single like you're plural. It's two different things. So in that case, what do you think, or how do you think the social media has impacted our day-to-day activities and relationships now as Nigerians?
The social media, I don't know. Social media as when you say social media, it has its good parts and it has
There's
its bad parts.
positive and there's negative.
Yeah, there's positive and negative. So you can't say, oh, why did I regret social media coming into existence, and then because it has favored a lot of people, a lot of people that have good relationships now or good marriages now, they
Was
actually
through
met
social media.
on social media. So I think you can't generally say, oh, social media is bad.
Obviously
You
not.
understand? Yeah. So, but we still, I somehow I still miss that old life when there was no social media.
Where there's privacy and there
Yes.
was actual life that we lived, aside from now it feels like we're living on social media than we're living even
Yes.
physically.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people prefer to be behind their phone than for them to even have an actual
Yes.
conversation
Yes,
and really
yes.
talk.
And then back in the days, social media is giving you too many options. So I think that is also, affecting a lot of people as well. Back in the days now when there was no social media, a girl that lives in Enugu, she has to marry somebody, somebody that has seen her in her day-to-day life. But now, people in America are seeing her page. People in...
And she could easily lie to them, and then the people in America too are also lying to her.
You
And then
understand?
this whole saga of see all the things that I was just saying during this December, and then they were talking about that guy that you're waiting for that is coming from the US might have already been in Nigeria. And you might be the 10th one.
Yes.
So you better wait your turn, because that guy is already there, but he told you that he's not in Nigeria
Yes,
yet.
So all those things are easy to do because of social media. If not for social media, where was he going to meet 10 people?
Yeah, I know, yeah.
Understand? So you will probably just meet, So even that time, when you want to date somebody, it has to be maybe your friend's cousin.
And you
or
have
your
to know the
classmate,
person.
So...
Because they would have even told you if that person was a good person or not immediately.
Yes, because maybe you went to like a family friend's party and then you met him there,
Yeah.
But nowadays, you just stumble on somebody's page on social media, and then the next thing you're in the person's DM,
and then the person starts giving you fabu.
Yeah, you understand.
Oh, my father I have 6 houses. I live in Banana Island, which that person has not even been to Lekki Phase 1 before, and all those stuff. It's just
So social media is all fake life. You understand? So it's what you want people to see that they see, and then so you can paint anything.
And the first thing people do whenever they buy a car is take it on social media. Whenever they buy a house, is take. Then when we used to have like situations where people are going to buy cars, they're going to buy houses, and then we'll be able to come celebrate with them.
Yeah.
And loved ones are actually going to be there and say, oh, I want to go ahead and celebrate with this person. Now it's like everybody celebrates with them on social media.
Yeah. But the thing is, for me, I don't put all my life on social media. So I put what I want
them to see
on social media. So when I want people to talk, I know what I want.
Here.
I know what I want to put there. That should be people want to talk.
Same here, Abby. Same here. Same here.
So, but trust me, I won't put the real thing on social media.
No, it's not. It's not worth it.
So
it's not
I
worth
would
it.
never buy a car and put it on social media.
And then say, oh, come congratulate me.
No.
I just bought a car,
No. I won't do that.
I just feel like it's not worth it because there are some people just sitting there and waiting. Look at all these guys now buying a car. They will now say, oh, they crashed the car or they had an accident. They will buy another. Why? Why can't we just learn to keep some certain things private?
So even if you buy a car, just start using your car.
What's a concerned person? Concerned say I buy a car. It's not the same thing. You bought your own car. I didn't ask you for your own car key. So why should I come tell you or announce to everybody that, oh, I just acquired a car? Some of my people like that.
Especially when you use your money to buy the car, wasn't a gift. If it was a gift now, you can even post it and be like, oh my God.
Yeah, this person actually surprised me.
Yes, you understand.
Or whatever. But you went ahead, took your own money that you've been saving for so long to buy the car. Bought that car, and then the next thing you want to do is post it online and then start letting people. I will tell you, like, ain't shame. Or not going buy job because at the end of the day, it's just common sense.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't really mean you well. They just don't.
Yeah, sure.
And before, you were able to cover your private life and maybe that person will now be able to say, and I saw this also person. If you see him, you know that thing of, if you see that person now, I saw this person after 5 years. I saw this person after 4 years. But now it's like, you don't even
now people are learning because when they think of the billing that will come after showcasing the car. Once you showcase that you bought a car, then all your little cousins.
You're talking about that one.
They will just start, bro, I'm broke.
This show.
I'm in school.
This show that I'm doing alone. Let me tell you the amount of billing that has come with this show.
Yeah.
Immediately people see my videos. Oh, wow. Tenny is the owner of the show. Let's go to a DM and go put billing there. Did you know if I've also eaten this morning?
Of course.
People don't care. They just look at it like, no. She owns that show. Let's go and tell her she will do it.
Yeah, because
I don't have a problem giving you. I might have given you today, but tomorrow that doesn't mean I have it.
Yeah.
That billing does not stop.
Yeah, because they believe that, for you to have a show, you have like an endorsement, you're getting adverts, you're making money, and then, once they see that you're glowing, you just feel like, there's
there. Bring the money, bring everything,
there's
Jerry.
money somewhere, yes. So
it's just a lot, but I hope God help us and help us through this social media era that we're in, and then all this basketballs, nakedness, and this one and that one and this one and this one. And then when there was no social media, we don't have anywhere to post anybody's nakedness. But now it's like before you even blink, you don't know if you're gonna be the next person tomorrow.
Yeah.
And it's not even all those nakedness that are real. Some of them are fake. They just go ahead.
But the one that even annoys me more about social media right now is that somebody just comes and puts something on social media, and there is no platform
that supports that thing. That is the truth.
That verifies.
That is the truth.
That is the truth. So that's the thing. So I tell people that social media is funny that you put petrol all over a building now. Like the building is empty, there's nobody there. Just pour petrol and put fire. and then
And
just
they start
have like,
shouting, a million people died.
do you understand? Just have 10 people outside doing video, pay, yo, yeah, 500 people, they are gone. Hey,
And then
the
people
next
start
thing,
shouting
the
with
old blogs on social media, you just see 500 people,
500 people
bonds.
gone, done, bonds. The family member, the
Do you understand?
in your car,
Do you understand?
they rush to this hospital that you did not even verify the
Do you
information if it's
understand?
correct or not.
Do you understand? So that's the thing. So there is a lot of lies on social media.
Lots of it.
Do you understand? You tell me
Lots
that
of it.
500 people died, and then there's no, if 500 people truly died, in the next week, you should be seeing their cousins, their
family
schoolmates,
members,
their,
and,
their church members.
Coming out.
This woman, no, that man, no, that you understand, coming out. But you're just saying that 500, and then you're just spreading the news.
And people go as funny as renting people. Did you know that? They rent people to go ahead and act like those nudes are actually genuine.
So that's what I'm saying. So that's my major issue about the social media.
You see, there was a video that they started posting all around on WhatsApp, and it was about some girls. They said they're protesting naked, and they started putting this phrase of, "Oh, hunger makes people in Nigeria protest naked." This. Bro, if you look at that video, they don't need to tell you that those girls are strippers. Nobody needs to tell you
And
that
they're trying to sell them.
that's what they're trying to sell. They're just trying to sell, but they now put it all because someone paid them to come do that at that event. And then someone was there saying, "Oh," and you know that idea of they were naked. You notice that the person bought an actual maybe 6 yachts and cut into 2 yachts or one and a half yachts and gave it to every one of them. Because how did every one of them get the same type of wrapper? How, like, where did we?
And now they came to Hacks.
Obviously,
Yeah, that's it.
and all this fake news, fake protests. Sometimes, there were good protests, and let me tell you, all these fake things don't even know. We don't know which is real anymore at this point, because they've literally ruined things for actual people that are doing the good protests, that are trying to protest for something good, because it feels like everybody's just buying everybody just to do something now. And people were literally going to do what they hear. People don't care. They will do anything.
It's even like the big, celebrities that I pity, because anything they do
Hey,
is on social media.
everything.
Even if they are fighting. So if I was like an actor now, or you're an actress, we can just talk over the phone and be like, you know what, let's stage a fight this week. Let's trend this week. And then the next thing,
And then
you just go and post something about me and just call me out. And then the next thing, I fire
people
back.
started carrying them.
You understand? And then the next thing, you just hear King of Event and Kiniko at war.
All those things.
And then, we're in good terms, though, but, we just want to trend. So.
I didn't know that this thing was this deep until I got into the entertainment industry. Now I'm learning things that, I've seen like a gleam, but I don't really know the in-depth.
Yeah.
But now I'm really, really saying things. And it's just so funny because there is no point. And why should we even do that to even want to trend? You could as well do good things.
Yeah.
And maybe go feed some people, or go do some things, or go help some people, or go learn something actually. All those tiny things are going to go along.
And for me, I just feel like there are some things that should not even come on social media.
At all.
That's the thing.
At all.
So even if you don't do those things, you don't need to show it. Do you understand? Some people are going to some pastor in Osogbo or your state, and then you're doing a video of you going to see the pastor for prayers. Doesn't make sense to me. If you want to pray, you go quietly. You understand? That kind of a thing.
It's just really, really ridiculous because I don't want to see the pastor. It's none of my business what you went there for. And people don't understand things that they should even put or what they should not even put on social media. And do you see all those people that are doing warfare bori or something? And they pull catfish and all those
That's what I'm saying.
And they're putting all those things on social media.
That's what I'm saying.
Before now,
things like that should not even be on social media.
Before now, people just do their own thing.
If you believe in that thing,
it.
if you believe in it, go and do it.
Just know ahead
do it, and then
why do you need a video? Why do you need a camera? Why do you need a photographer?
yes,
There.
This man that they really lashed on Twitter, on social media,
Which man?
that went naked at the beach. I don't want to mention his name, that went naked at the beach, even if you wanted to do that, you did not need a camera. Just go to that beach, 11 p.m. at night, do whatever you want to do. Even if you like, even if the gods are saying you should dance naked, do whatever you want to do. Do you understand? And wear your clothes.
And just don't.
Do you understand?
Don't post it.
Don't post it. Do you understand? And just wear your clothes and go. Because I know that there are people that do, even some of the people that came for him and lashed him, they do worse things.
Obviously.
Do you understand?
Behind closed doors.
Yes, they do worse things, yes. But that posting,
it just actually make everything worse.
Do you understand? Yes. So I feel that social media, we should all, get, we should be putting, how will I say it now? We should be putting, putting your sense in, like, do I need to post? Yes. Do I need to post? Our
mentality is messed up. That's what it is.
Do you understand? Yeah. So do I need to post it? Must I post it? What's my reason for posting it? You understand?
That's the exact question you need to ask yourself before posting it.
Yeah.
Is it a must for me to post these things? What am I going to gain from posting these things?
So,
and it's as funny as even this young people or young people that are just coming up, like our younger ones, they don't even look at it as a big deal anymore. They feel like they just want to trend.
And social media is going to be worse in the next few years.
Oh,
because have you heard
years.
about these new glasses?
Which one?
That China just launched.
Which glasses is that?
So it's a camera glasses. So once you put it on, so it's like you're going live. So once you put it on, anything your eyes is seeing, the whole world is seeing it. So it's like you're putting your whole life out there. So once you wear the glasses, you understand?
Do you know that could easily be used for something positive rather than negative?
So
but I know that my people are going to use it for
once you wear that glasses, instead of you now, maybe we're somewhere and then we just see Beyonce or we see like Burna Boy. You need to bring out your phone and then it needs to start going to camera.
Now all you just have to do is just wear the glasses already, and then everything you're doing is already there.
Do you understand? Yes. So everything you're doing is already there. So everything that your eye sees, is
wow. Because Ray-Ban, they have that glass already, but they don't have the one that go live. They have the camera one. It's like a regular glasses. You just put it on, like a sunshade.
No, I think they connect it to your phone. Like you, they can
yes, it connects.
So once they connect and you're on live on your social media thing, you see.
Nudity, I mean, I will not be there because it feels like, I'm just being honest, like it feels like at this point in life, even having something to do with a man is a problem because you know the man, but and I felt like maybe we even have to be renting hotels, Seth, because I don't understand with the whole I'm gonna post you online thing and this and this and this. It's just really, really ridiculous, and I just stay on my own lane because one person will now wake me up in the morning with pa. Or the posting you.
No, now life is, because I just feel like we're in 2024, so a lot of things have changed. Do you understand?
2025.
Be 2020.
Before we get to 2025, 2026, what would have been?
So even kids right now, the way they talk to their parents, is different.
Hey.
Like in our own days,
See,
they've not born you.
People that are here.
They don't born you to talk to your parents like that. Do you understand? But this is what it is. So a lot of things. I feel that everybody has gotten used to the new life. You understand? So they gotten used to the new life. So nowadays, people don't even mourn people no more. You see someone that just someone's best friend just died yesterday, and the person is at the wedding today.
Well,
slaying the red carpet with makeup. The person that done
so
makeup
color
and all that.
no man. Wo check work para mini.
That kind of a thing, you know. But back in the days, when you lose your friend, some people don't even go out for 40 days.
Yeah.
They'll say they are mourning. And then even if they go out, you know, no makeup.
Yeah,
no
we go
jewelry.
money or money. I
Do you understand?
Why
Yes.
you not Fred did say she love her.
Do you understand?
Because even the wife is already out there,
Even
already
the-
doing her own thing,
Do you
traveling
understand?
and stuff.
Do you understand? So you see someone that I saw a lady, they said her husband died last week, and then she's all made up with jewelry. You understand? And I'm like,
Where you going?
you understand? And she's, you know,
Husband
makeup.
that
Oh,
be-
it's not makeup that she did herself. Oh, like got a makeup artist. Do you understand? So it's what it is. 2024. So you know,
my God.
because I know that while growing up, they will tell you that husband, you have to mourn for 1 year. 40 days you can't go out.
40 days you cannot
Uh-huh.
go out.
And then
Even
for
for
1
like
year
a
you
couple
can't
of
go.
years, you can't go nowhere.
Yeah, for 1 year you can't go to any party.
And even when you're going out, like people could tell.
Yes.
Because you
to
can't just wear
you have to wear black
full
or
jewelries
grey.
and all this
Yeah,
stuff.
you have to wear black or grey. But now it has changed. So I know everybody's going that, you know, everybody's going that route.
It as well. My own is I always say something. Just do not make a mistake of letting anybody kill you. If anybody has that chance to cut your life short,
Yeah, so don't
Life
make a mistake
continue.
to let anybody kill you.
life
So,
continue.
Yeah. So just
The only
be
thing is
happy.
don't die. Whatever you do, just make sure
Just make sure that you don't
you
die.
did not
Yeah,
die.
yeah.
Because if you do, that's it.
And that's still no grief for anybody now.
That's exactly what the slogan is.
Yeah.
Me,
No
no grief for anybody. I don't care who it is. I'm not grief for nobody.
No grief for anybody because you don't want to die.
Obviously.
So that's the thing. So don't let anybody stress you.
Wow.
You understand?
That's,
And
that's
I like a part of that, like, you know, everybody
for
like,
the positivity. You know, a lot of people now use that thing too for like negative stuff. Basically, when they say no
Yes.
grief for anybody, they didn't mean for bad. They mean for good. No grief for anybody. Try and be successful. Even with the little thing that you're doing, try to become someone. Try to do things. Learn a craft. Learn something. Everything is not all about waiting for.
Don't let
a social
anybody slow
person
you down.
to come and do anything. Now, business different. Just the same way you brought the idea of the Ashwebi thing. Now, someone else could easily come up with anything.
Yeah.
The cocktail things, we don't used to do that before.
Yeah.
Now we have people who do cocktails that they just invited just for cocktails. Now we have people who do spaghetti. People who
course.
do, they call themselves
course.
mamarazzi or whatever, you know, just for spaghetti and noodles.
You
We
don't
have
have pasta
Chinese-
station.
Uh-huh.
You have like a pasta station.
So we
yeah.
have people who make noodles. We have Gary and Ejadidi. Gary and Ejadidi that they'll tell you come and do there and you'll be like, Gary and Ejadidi, báwo, ṣá fẹ́ fi bí ọ̀pọ̀ àwọn guests in it.
Do you understand?
Remember
Yeah.
those times when we
But
can't
now
even bring
it's,
Gary
you know,
to the
yeah,
table?
Yeah. You understand?
So it's
and the one
something.
that even really well in the makeup thing, the way people accepted it, because I remember in 1994 when my sister was getting married, she paid a makeup artist 60,000. Then 60,000 was a lot of money then, and then everybody was like, wow, like Kilo Showe. Like as in like a lot 80% of everyone
60K.
80% of everyone that heard that was like God forbid, they can never. Why would I pay somebody to do makeup on my face? So I won't do any that kind of a thing, you know. So it wasn't like accepted.
Well, it's not a thing.
It wasn't a thing then, you know. So then I think that 60K was like to the best person then. Was it Tara? I don't know, but it's like
It has to be a really, really big brand. 60K.
Yes, because then it was Wasiu that played for the wedding,
yeah.
so it was like a luxury wedding. You understand? But 60K was like, what happened? You understand? Because a lot of people hasn't accepted using makeup artists then. But yeah, 2000 came, 2020, 2002, 03. You know, people started accepting it.
Yeah.
So by 2004, a lot of brides started, you know, feeling the need to know, because when they see that this makeup that they're doing for them is different from what they can do by themselves.
Yes.
You understand? So makeup artists, I give it to them, like, you know, they will make sure that they do your face like you yourself.
Yes, now.
That's like what I said at the beginning of this interview, and say, make sure that what you want to collect money for,
It's worth it.
is what the clients cannot do by themselves. So the same makeup you're charging for, if it's what the clients can
Can
sit,
do. Yeah. So what do I need to pay
they
you?
won't pay you. You will not get the money. Yeah. But when you finish the job, the person will be like, oh my God.
This is beautiful. I can do this.
So they don't mind to pay for that.
Just like nails and hair now too.
Yes.
Nails, hair. Nails, a little shit can't buy.
So
Hair, then how much was it? We're doing hair 500 naira, 1,000
but
naira.
now
157, 1 million braids. But now, even for you to get this style here, now people are charging a lot.
of course.
Not to talk of you now getting like the small ones and everything. So, which I'm very, very glad, and I love where this business things is taking us to. Thank God for people like us that have what we're doing instead of us sitting in the office.
Sure.
So I'm so glad, and I have a similar story just like you, because my degree is just gonna be the degree that I just wanted just for, something that we have to keep on the side. But my actual main focus is I cannot work under anybody. I know that one for a fact. So that's just a normal thing. It's a life thing for me. Even when I tried one for me, for me. Every other person got a job, I did not.
You didn't get the job, yeah.
And I always felt like it was, maybe it was bad luck at first, but I didn't understand what it was. So even when I got an opportunity to even be somewhere, it was very, very crazy. It was not it at all. So it was a lot of enviness and a lot of problems that comes with it. And it was even me that quit myself. So
because some of us, we have this bossy thing in us that, wherever you go to or wherever you are the leader. So for you to work with someone is going to be hard.
Yeah, now that's like bend over for someone is really
because
different.
you know what you want and all that. So even when you go and work for someone, it feels like you're rude. It feels like,
oh, why does that person act like they know it? Or no, that's because they know it, but they're just here. So, and a lot of people don't understand you being a strong-willed person than you being stubborn. A lot of people call it stubbornness, but it's basically me having my own strong will.
Yeah.
I know what I want. And when people meet people that know what they want, that's a problem.
Yeah.
They know that this person cannot just be messed with because you know what you want. You know how you want to go about it. You know the things that you want to put in place and everything.
Yes.
But a lot of people are going to look at you like, Kenega.
Because you have it in your head. Like me now, when I plan events, a lot of people would come to the event and they'll be surprised, like, how did you put all this together? You understand? Because I know what I want in my head. So even some of my staffs, like my coordinators and all that, at some point when I start fixing things and be like, oh, this is going to be here, that's going to be here, they're really going to, is it going to work, sha? But at the end of the day, they'll be like, okay, that's why you're the boss.
Exactly.
You understand? Because I've seen what they are not saying.
Yeah,
already.
Everybody is just, I feel like God has given each and every individual their uniqueness.
Yes.
So we just have to work on that and just play on that. I really love that.
Yes.
And thank you so much for coming on this show today.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I can't ask you if your business is profitable because I can see it's already telling on you that you're making all the money. That's why I said come and hire me now. Because me, I'm jack of all trades. Just bring it. So far there's money in it. I already told you. I will
some of us I just have this thing that no matter what, we're not going to jackpot. Do you understand? So for me, I remember when I was in SS3. No, was it SS2? SS1. I traveled to America and I came back to school, my secondary school. All my classmates, I was like, oh, I went to America for summer. And they're like, you're lying. You're lying. It's a lie. Not until when they saw pictures. Then we used to you have to wash out the pictures.
You have to.
Because there was no camera phone.
Obviously.
So when they saw pictures, they were like, you go to America and you came back. Are you okay? You go to America and you came back. Some of them said that from the airport, they would tear their passports. That they're never going to come back.
Not that by.
You understand? So, but for me, I've had the opportunity to stay back in America for
but you never did.
Over 20 years. Do you understand? Yeah. So, but I never did because I'm that person that's I just like Nigeria, basically. So no matter what, I'm not jackpotting. I'm not going anywhere. Do you understand? So I like Nigeria.
But what do you think about the old jackpot syndrome? How do you think that have actually impacted us, like the youths most especially?
The jackpot thing is working for some people, and it's not working for some people. So I think it's like a gamble. You understand? Yeah, there's some people that have jackpot and then their life transformed. You understand? They're doing a lot better, especially people that are like doctors. Do you understand?
Not everybody.
Yes, but most doctors that are, that are in America now and they went back to school. They earn six figures now. Do you understand?
Obviously, but yeah, and with the whole bills and everything,
you
that's
understand?
something that that I always like to tell people.
Yeah, so it
because
works
most
for
times when
some
you see
people.
them, you say, "Oh, the person is making so," but it comes with the bills and the money.
But some of those ones even have something like they have something to put on the table. What of people that
That don't even have
they're not
any-
doing anything here before?
Yeah.
You understand? They will now get there. They will now go and be packing. They'll be doing care jobs and stuff.
Do you know
like
what
that.
I actually started telling people before they even jack? But that's something that I said, hey, make sure
You learn.
that it is what God wants for you. Make sure that it is a place or it's a journey that you have to work in life. It's just not, oh, this person is going. Go, sorry, that's Niwayi. It's two different things.
Yeah.
Because sometimes, okay, unlike the big people, the top people that we have here, they didn't jackpot. And even when they left, they came right back.
Yes.
And they didn't make it over there. They made all the money over here.
Yeah.
They became who they are in this country. And that's really, really different. And I had to think about it, and I was like, hey, this is a decision that they had to make.
Yes.
Coming back here and giving it a chance. And today, they're one of the richest people. Even as we speak, if not even in the world. Actually. Because you know that Nigeria...
Like you said it all, like asking yourself that is it what God wants for you? That's the thing. It's not as if because you just want to...
Don't answer for God. Make sure that it's the journey that you want to work yourself. Because it's not easy for me, and I've seen a lot of people ask me questions. You're going to Nigeria. And I'm like, I love it here. I enjoy every moment that I spend in Nigeria. And I'm grateful for every breath and every time that I have to even wake up and say, oh,
for me, I would say
Nigeria,
I just like the Nigerian life because, okay, like last year now, I went to America. I was in Chicago. I was in Marriott at the downtown for 2 weeks.
Okay.
But I can tell you for a fact, after 7 days, I was just like...
already feeling some kind of way.
I was feeling some kind of way, like, you understand? You understand? Because it was too much enjoyment for me. Like, the lights is on 2-4, breakfast downstairs, you have like a selection of food, you understand? That kind of thing. So it's more like the enjoyment was too much. You understand? There's no traffic. You understand?
There's like, you're not even feeling like you're leaving. You just basically, I said a lot of people that mostly exist.
Thank you.
They're not leaving.
You understand?
Because you don't understand the basic things that you have to do as human. And that's the reason why you see people here in Nigeria in better shapes than people there.
So for me, on the 7th day, I was feeling very weird, like, like I was tired of the enjoyment. Do you understand?
Like, where are my people? Where are they? I should hear something. I should see something. I should have... And when you don't hear a lot of people around you who speaks your language, and then you now, hi! And that's it.
You understand? So I was already tired of the enjoyments, So at the 7th day, I was already even counting my days, like,
And then it's lonely.
You understand? So
extremely lonely. Extremely lonely.
And then life, it just feels like a fast life, You go outside, just see everybody walking, everybody minding their business, everybody's going to work.
Nobody's talking to nobody.
Nobody's talking to nobody, you understand? And then,
And that same life they live till they die.
Nigeria, that you come out, you say, fellow Jamala, you understand?
You go eat good food. You live a healthy lifestyle easily in Nigeria.
Yes.
More than you would over there, because over there they just keep feeding you fatty foods.
Yes.
And all you have to do is you just keep eating it and go into bed.
Because even for me, over there is like a circle. So you do the same thing. You do the same thing.
Over
you do the same
and
thing.
over
You
and
work for
over
30
again.
days. You work for 30 days. You make $3,000. At the end of that month, your bills is about $2,850. Do you understand?
1,850. Some people's bills are 4,000 and they make 3,000.
So your bill is about 2,850. You have 150 left, and out of that 150, you still need to do toiletries. You still need to. You have seen one shirt, or be one jeans that you want to buy out of the 150. So at the end of the day, that 150 is not enough.
Shirt and one jeans. They've not even the food don't go.
Okay. So at the end of the day, the next month again,
it's the same
you have to
thing.
keep working.
They said last month. You're gonna keep it up for the next for the following month.
So before you know it, 5 years has gone.
See, God will bless you.
And then you can't say, oh, this is what I've achieved. Or
you can't even say you've. I don't want to always call it waste. Because when I see people most of the time, I just look at them like,
yes.
I felt like you'd have done better.
So a lot of people that are jackmine, I feel that they should know that America is not the end of the world. Canada is not the.
America. Don't say that. America is heaven. Why? What's your why? They feel like, if at Nigeria by my passport, all those people feeling that way. Now they will now call me. And I'm like, Tenny. Like, nobody should. I literally want people. I said the minute
when you go to parties in Nigeria, the joy that comes with that party, you just be happy.
Extremely happy.
You just be happy.
It's not because they're giving you money there. Just because
it's not even
you see
the food.
people, you see the environment, you're good, you're okay. I love my country, I'm not gonna lie. I love Nigeria, you know, I love Nigeria, I love America. Because those are the two countries that I've been in. But, you know, I love my first country, I love my second country. I love both countries. But aside from that, I don't think I can live in UK, Sha. Even UK people are like, come on. I don't think I can live in UK, to be honest. But those are places I want to visit. My biggest goal in life is to visit every country on this earth, regardless of how old I am.
Yeah.
But I really want to do that. That's like a goal for me, which I'm gonna start soon, inshallah. If you're willing to come on the journey.
Where is the first?
The first place to go, right? To be honest,
where is the first place on your list?
The first place on my list is going to be China, because the first place on my list is business. I already told you, if it's money, like. Because, you know, I want to do some stuff and maybe we'll have the discussion after the O section so that they don't get to know everything yet. So that way just see everything the way it comes and stuff. But thank you so much for coming, bro. Thank you. I really, really appreciate this. Thank you for honoring me. God will honor you.
Amen.
Thank you so much.
Amen.
And guys, if you watch this show to the end, I guess it's the end of the episode. So I'm just going to round up this show and then we'll see you on the next episode. So, what word do you have for your fans, for your people out there? You know, for those people that are looking at you and saying, King of Events, one in town, Okonlomo.
What word do I have for them? Just be yourself. Like I said, make sure that you don't feel like you know everything. Mm-hmm. And then, you know, keep improving yourself and then keep working hard, keep pushing. You understand? You would all get there. You understand? And, you know, hard work pays at the end of the day. So, and then don't feel like you're too big to do something. So, and then another thing I'm going to advise I always give people is don't take up a job because of how much you want to make from it. Do you understand? So don't say, because King of Events makes money as an event planner, I want to
make sure you have passion for it.
Make sure you have passion for it. So for me, most times when I'm working, it doesn't feel like I'm working because I love what I do. So it's more like I'm getting paid for what I love doing. Do you understand? Because sometimes it's a lot of work. Some people would even say, they don't know how I do it. Because you have an event on Saturday at a particular event center, and then that event center has a party on Friday. Do you understand? And your event starts maybe by 11 on Saturday. So that event center that has a party on Friday, the party won't end till 11 in the night. And then before they all clean their facility and then allow you to come in as the decorator. So it means that 2 midnight you're on your way, even if your staffs are there already. Do you understand? You're there at 2, and then 3 o'clock you're there. 4 o'clock you're shouting, don't put that one there, put the table here, do this one, suspend the flower, this one and all that. So it's a lot of work. And then the event starts at 11, you're on your toes till the end of the events. Do you understand? Sometimes like that, you would also have another event on Sunday. So the only thing that will keep you going, do you understand, is when you have passion for it. So it's not going to be a problem for you. So just make sure that you're doing something that you have passion for. As I am like this, there is no amount of money people see in electronics that I will say, oh, I want to start selling TV, I'll start selling fridge. It's not,
Because that's not your passion.
that's not my passion. It's not, it's not to me, it's not me. Do you understand? So that's my advice for anyone that is, following me. So once you follow your passion, trust me, God has
You'll be
put
fine.
that thing in all of us that we're going to make it in whatever we do.
Amen. 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 Thank you so much, people. And I'll see you on the next one, okay? Thank you. And please like, follow, and share my videos. Thank you for supporting, this young female right here. Thank you so much, and God bless you. Bye, guys.